Hey, we're Chawa, all the way from New Orleans. How y'all doing out there? Good to see y'all. Oh. Wow. Huh. I think my first musical memory, not live music, but was my dad putting on Earth, Wind, and Fire on his vinyl collection.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mine too. My daughter laughing.
That's good. That's amazing. Honestly, just hearing people have a good time, like the cheers and stuff, that's something I love to hear.
Mine was, I saw, shoot, what is it?
This is a tough questions, actually.
You're asking good questions.
That's really good, man. I think my first show technically was a festival. It was Kurt Whalum. So that was the first one I saw.
I saw Morrissey at Madison Square Garden.
Wow. That's awesome.
Ooh, greatest performer of all time. I'd have to go with Louis Armstrong.
I'm going to co-sign on that one. Jazz
New
Fest.
Orleans Jazz Fest.
New Orleans Jazz Fest. Huh.
That's a good one. At the top of what's the mountain that the tallest mountain in the world?
Mount Everest?
Yeah, at the top of Mount Everest.
I'm not that far from there. I was going to say the Taj Mahal would be awesome.
All the guys that are in our band right now.
I'll let you take this one.
Oh,
You got all the stories.
I got some good stories. There was one time I was playing with the band and the power turned off. Just the power, like it was a blackout. And the power went off in the whole neighborhood and we just kept playing acoustically for the rest of the show. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, for me, it's it's a lot of breathing techniques, calming down, just taking some breaths, and then drinking a lot of water and just thinking about having a good time, not actually anything else than not the performance, but just being in the moment and having fun.
I pray and meditate, and I just ask that, like the inspiration, just that I'm just a vessel for the inspiration and the energy that comes out, just through the universe. Well, the universe is omnipotent and always provides me the inspiration and the energy to perform. And I'm just an extension of that.
That was deep.
Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life.
Yep, that was the first one that came to mind.
I saw that. I knew you were going to say that.
Oh, man. Ironically, this is not like a well-known album, but Gary Clark Jr., Black and Blue, was like the first time I was like, I really want to start singing more.
I would say either John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman or Miles Davis, Kind of Blue.
Nice.
The ones that I haven't written yet.
Nice. Nice.
Without music, it's like saying life without oxygen. I don't think it works.
It's impossible. We live in rhythm. This literally, our hearts is a musical instrument.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. To me, it's just the ability to create music in real time, just on the spot, and be able to have a conversation with other people, not using words, and being able to really, every time you play, it's an extension of your personality, just the same way that you wouldn't have the same conversation exactly the same way and repeat that with another person. Every time you talk about something, there's nuances and elements to it that you are going to talk about with wherever you are in the moment. So I think it's really just trying to capture, self-expression and be able to be true to yourself in the moment.
Ooh, this is more of a drummer question. But also,
Not really.
yeah, you're right. But I was just trying to throw you one. To define a groove, I would say it's the area that sits in between two moments, honestly. So you're always gonna have like something that's just sitting there here, and that's just the rhythm. That's just literally the tempo. But what sits in that pocket of that is the groove.
Yeah, New Orleans, we have this thing that we play in all of our music called clave, or Johnny Vodakovich says the clav. And it's really like, it's an instrument where you hit two like wooden dowels together, but it also means key, so it's the key to the rhythm. And it allows us it gives us a structure so that even though like rhythm is motion and time, the groove really is like the space in between the cracks. That's what we say in New Orleans. So like instead of having it just be like that, it's like the accent's always at the end, and we go da 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 boom ba-doom ga-doom ga-doom doom ba.
Yeah. See, spoken like a drummer.
Any music.
We'll go with Marvin Gaye.
When I was younger, we had to buy, CDs just to hear one song. And as much as, streaming has complicated the economics of being able to make money, the whole mechanism has changed, but also it's allowed us to be able to get music at the touch of a button. So, for me, it's like my ultimate dream that I had. The 15-year-old version of me would be freaking out right now because I'd be able to access all of the music on the planet. So, I think I just try to focus on the positive. We say Chawa is New Orleans Mardi Gras Indian brass band funk.
Yes, indeed.
I'd be a rich millionaire.
Chef. I'll be a chef.
Oh, I can't remember. It just was always part of me. You know? Yeah, I was always beating on things, and I just always felt the need to express myself by, hitting things.
I would say listen a lot. Listen to everything, not just one style of music either. Take everything in. And to be more concise on that, if you work on one idea for 52 weeks a year, you have 52 new ideas right there. You can increase that by just adding one more, so that's 2, and just double that.
I wake up every morning and put sticks in my hand and get a practice pad. I learned the value of this over COVID, ironically, was that, as long as I was getting the sticks in my hand and expressing myself, even if I didn't have the instrument in front of me, because we had a baby the year that COVID happened, so I couldn't get on my drum set. So I was on my practice pad, and I was also, one thing that I do as a composer is I just take my phone and I put on the voice memo and I sing ideas or write lyrics down, and that's like my book, and I keep little pieces of ideas and phrases and motifs and all this stuff, and I keep a record of it because I don't even know when I'm going to use it. It might just be an idea that I'm hearing right in the moment now, and I'll turn on my phone and say, whatever, I'm singing an idea into it, or a melody or a phrase or a rhythm, and then I come back to that a lot, often when I'm trying to write or co-write with other musicians. I'll say, oh, I have an idea. Let me check that out. Let me reference that. So I think it's about constantly creating.
Yeah.
And even if you don't have a exact use for it or something that's complete, just trying to have some sort of self-expression. It doesn't even have to be music. It's just, you could paint or draw something or dance or whatever it's going to get you, to a point of self-expression. That's what you're trying to develop. Really be able to develop your own voice. Oh, I'd say it's mostly in the street. Yeah. If you go to a second line, go check out the Mardi Gras Indians on Mardi Gras Day or St. Joseph's Night or on Super Sunday. The Jazz Fest is the epicenter of a lot of that music coming together in the same place. And if you can go to clubs, Tipitina's and DBA, the Maple Leaf, and
I was going to definitely say
Snug Harbor, and Spotted Cat, and all these different venues are really incredible places. And then in the spring festival season, it's just amazing. In April and May, and you can go to French Quarter Fest and Jazz Fest and all the different festivals they have throughout. The warm. The not too warm weather.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for having us.